Welcome to the show. The H-bomb in the lab, cook and feel on screen. Zesty vibes loud, turn cringe to a meme. All your filters off, it's a wild reveal. One edit from me and the fiction gets real. Play that tape.
Our dinner pretty good. It was homemade burritos. When my wife did it, she created almost like a buffet of ingredients. So we had cilantro lime rice, we had seasoned ground turkey, we had pico de gallo, we had refried beans, we had shredded cheese, we had two sauces, cilantro lime and a creamy chipotle sauce. So what I did is we had tortillas and I made two small burritos of different kinds. One was turkey, beans, pico de gallo, rice, and the cilantro lime. Okay, that one tasted very citrusy. It was quite good. The other one, I wanted to mix it up. So instead I did all the proteins. I still did the turkey and the beans. I didn't do pico in that one. I did rice, and then I did a little bit of shredded cheese, and I put the creamy chipotle sauce, so that one was like cheesy and creamy. So I had two similar component burritos, but they were both good, and man, it was delicious. It worked out really well. Way better than anything from Taco Bell, that's for sure. So it was homemade, and it was, low calorie, low fat, everything, we buy everything that's the healthier version, so it was really good. Have we discussed Hulk Hogan's passing yet? No, because what we do is we completely ignore all world events. We don't ever address anything outside of the streams, including someone who has literally been on this animation frame all month long and a logo that is based off of the band's logo. We didn't bring it up at all. We just ignored it. Of course we do. Yes, we've been talking about it all day. Everyone keeps coming to the stream, just like what Ozzy Osbourne a couple of days ago. People keep coming to the stream, bringing it up, and I'm like, yes, rest in peace. We already talked about it. It's sad, but, it's like I said earlier, these guys who were into pro wrestling were heavy on the stuff back in the day. Not only roids, because they all roided back in the 80s, but also the other stuff, the cocaine, the alcohol. They all are getting to the age now where their bodies are falling apart. Take a look at Lex Luger. Take a look at, sadly, Scott Hall there near the end. Their bodies are just... yikes, really, really bad. And that just shows that the business, with these era, the 80s and 90s, when these guys were in the business, no one checked, no one cared. They just, they really destroyed their bodies doing this. So it's sad because he was only 71 years old. He probably could have lived a lot longer, but it is what it is. And I already talked about how when I was a kid, he was like a superhero to everyone. Like he was the real life Superman because people didn't know pro wrestling was fake. So they thought he was really like doing this crazy stuff, I guess what we should do is get you guys caught up on everything going on. So we are at 78 goals hit out of 80, 2 more support goals to hit. And then it is time for DSP Tries It, the MLB Major League Bites Ghost Kitchen, which we're going to try together. If we hit a goal tonight and a goal tomorrow on the day stream, that means tomorrow we will be doing that DSP Tries It on that stream. Okay? So that'd be great if we did, or if we had a double goal tonight that locks it in for tomorrow, that would be excellent. Keep in mind, we've already talked about what our next rewards will be. The next DSP Tries It is either going to be a local sandwich place that specializes in melt sandwiches. So, think grilled cheese, but completely upgraded with meats and all kinds of crazy stuff in it. Or there's another local place called Shake and Go that does gourmet burgers, other kinds of sandwiches, wraps, and shakes. So we're going to do one of these other 2 local businesses next. And then I actually heard the first week of August, Wendy's is doing a new meal to tie in with, I guess, the second season of the Wednesday Addams Family Show. So we'll probably check that out for the next one. Okay? And tonight, let's hit that support goal. We have hit every goal we've ever done for Truck Sim. Seriously, every time we played this game, we've hit a support goal. Let's do it again tonight. And so we can get right there in line for DSP Tries It tomorrow. What an awesome end of the week that would be if we could do it, right? Let's do it. Let's lock it in. Let's hit that goal tonight. Chef, thank you for the first contribution. Now, who's going to be the first tip? Who's going to be the first super chat? Who's going to be the first member? Earlier today, we had an overabundance of super chats and memberships. If you could believe it, there were some subs. I think there was maybe 5 to 10 subs on the first stream too. But it was so weird because usually we get a bunch of tips. I think I had 2 tips the whole stream. One was $4 and one was $6. It was really odd. Not that that's a big deal. I'm just, it doesn't matter how you contribute anymore. It's not like it used to be where I was like, oh, please tip. It's not like that anymore. But tonight it would be great. We could get some support from all around. And ask if you shall receive because your future stepdad just dropped 5 subs over on Kick. You see how I'm saying here, my friend? That's how it goes. 5 sub bomb. Thank you to your future stepdad. Cool. I wonder who it will see tonight. Basically what I'm doing is I'm taking a look. It looks like this week, guys like Harsh But Fair disappeared, which is really weird because he's been here and was gifting of Hatan last week, but he only was here for like one day this week. Squirt Rocks, too, hasn't been around that much. I think he was only here one night. No, Squirt Rocks wasn't here at all this week. So, because I'm wondering, why do we have days that we were down and we didn't hit goals? It's because the regulars who were supporting on Cake weren't around all week. That's why. So, okay. Stay Mossy says, you're going to go to El Paso. You had burritos for dinner. Look out for the ice raids. I don't think they're going to mistake me. I'm just saying, I'm very white. I'm so white that I'm almost transparent. I don't think they're going to mistake me and try to deport me. Just saying. I don't know what I'm going to get from ballpark bites. We didn't even talk about it, honestly, because I don't know when I'm going to hit it. If I knew I was going to hit the goal, then tomorrow, let's say, for example, tonight we get 2 goals in and we know that we're doing it tomorrow, then on the podcast tomorrow, we'll look it up and determine what I'm going to order. But I can't do that until we know when I'm hitting this goal. Say hi to stepdad. Jane says hello to your future stepdad tonight, FYI. Jade Kuma says, if you're so Italian, maybe they'll send you to Italy. Oh, I wouldn't mind. You could send me to Italy. I'll stay, but they probably won't let me stay there. I'd like to go to Italy, sure. That sounds good to me. Let's go. Get me out of here. Do I take the sun? Well, here's the thing. Initially, no, but once my skin gets used to it, I actually do tan well. The problem is initially I would burn like crazy. I'd have to use SPF and everything, but once I'm used to being in the sun again, I'd be all right. They don't have air conditioning in Italy, yeah, but in Italy it's also not like 95 degrees and humid, so it doesn't matter. Your future stepdad says hello back to Jay. Exactly, fresh pasta. I don't know if I've ever even eaten fresh pasta in my life. That'd be amazing. Actual handmade pasta and stuff. Fresh, real pizza with fresh ingredients made right there. Sounds amazing to me. Okay, here's how dumb people want to be. So I say minestrone too, and they're like, no, it's minestrone. Oh, really? Well, you pronounce it provolone cheese, you idiot. The problem is Americans don't know how to pronounce anything, so they all just make shit up. It's not provolone, it's not minestrone. From now on, we're just going to have to say provolone cheese because you think it's minestrone. That's fine. Provolone, minestrone, everything that ends in O-N-E must be pronounced with the E as an E. So the number 1 must be 1-E. Amazing. In Italian, it's pronounced minestrone. That's correct. In Italian, it's pronounced minestrone. That is absolutely correct. Someone said that in the Kik chat, and they're actually smart. That's the Italian pronunciation, minestrone. Not minestrone, it's minestrone. But in American or English, you pronounce it minestrone. It's a silent E, just like provolone. But people are dumb fucks. Jade wants to know how your future stepdad is doing tonight. Interesting how I'm the middleman between the 2 chats. There he is, rest in peace, Terry Balea, right there, man. Told you. What are the chances I decide to put Hulk Hogan on my screen for this month, for the, 4th of July Independence Day celebration for the summer, and then he passes away? Like, come on, man. Ugh. I don't know who Chuck Mangione is, so I can't speak to that. I have no clue. Some people have been bringing that name up, but I don't know who that is. He was a jazz musician. Oh, I'm not into jazz. That's why I would know about him. There you go. How do you pronounce his name? Chuck Mangione or Mangione? Or is it Mangione? It could be Mangione. If he's Italian, it's Mangione. There you go. He was Canadian. Oh, never mind. Then isn't it? None of those. It was Canadians don't pronounce anything correctly, so. Oh, yes, I have my truly unruly for tonight. I have my last 2. I'm actually, after this and the other one I'm going to have tonight, I'm completely out of alcoholic seltzers. I did buy those other drinks a few weeks ago or a month ago. I think they were smeared off drinks, the flavored ones, but I haven't had them since. They're really sugary. These have very low sugar, so I like them. I don't like sugary drinks, and those other ones, they were too sugary for me, so I haven't drank them. They're just like sitting in my garage, basically. So I'm probably gonna have to get some more seltzers for next week. All right, any last-minute stuff you guys want to talk about before we begin and get set up? Any last-minute contributions? Being $39 to support the start is great. Obviously, guys, we want to hit the goal tonight. We want to continue the streak of hitting goals. Right now, we only need 2 goals more to do DSP tries it tomorrow. So it'd be great to hit that goal tonight. We have always hit the support goal on these streams of American Truck Sim, so let's keep that going, okay? All right, let's start to hit set up. By the way, guys, remember, for a $20 contribution tonight, you get a special banana-themed animation in honor of Donkey Kong Bonanza going on right now. So $20 chip, $20 super chat, $20 of subs gifted, or $20 of memberships gifted. You'll get that animation. I have my Truly Unruly Strawberry Smash to start tonight. Ice Alcoholic Seltzer, let's go with that. Try not to get all over my keyboard like last time. Really, I stopped it from exploding everywhere. Alrighty. Okay. Alright, good stuff. Christian Christ is King says, good evening, homie. How much do I have to give for you to drink something other than gas station feature drinks? Being that after this, I'm going to spend some time with my wife, I'm not going to drink heavily. I just have a couple light drinks when I do this. I only drink heavily or semi-heavily during marathons when my entire day is set to streaming. And, you know, you guys have my undivided attention. I don't drink hard liquor or anything on a stream like this, so FYI. G.I. Joe Winters did an Australian $10 super chat. That's the equivalent of like $6. And he said, I wish I was here last night to support your Mario stream. He's talking about Mario Kart World, by the way. Or shoot me, 2 nights ago for Mario Kart World. I wasn't there because I needed to see my doctor for HRT and anxiety. I hate knowing I could have saved the game. If I could have donated $50, I'm sorry. Well, you know, sorry doesn't cut it. The playthrough ended because you weren't here. It's all your fault. I gotta go tell your doctor about that. Anyway, I'm joking, obviously. I appreciate the contribution. It's not just on you. The truth is, I do think that Mario Kart was old and tired. The only reason people like to see me try this again. The only reason people like to watch me play it week in and week out was because I would rage at the game. It was the most rage-inducing game possible, right? But the problem is I'm better at it, right? I actually did get better at it. And I was actually placing top 8 regularly, top 4 almost every race. And then I won a race. I don't want to play this anymore. I've done everything. There's nothing else to do in this game. It's just a waste of everybody's time. So it was definitely the time to move on. I mean, think of it this way. I played Mario Kart World regularly for a month and a half. You know, 20 hours of gameplay for a game that had 3 hours of content. I think it had a good run. So I don't feel bad about it. You don't have to feel bad about it. It was eventually going to end anyway, and I think that it ended on an epic high there with me actually winning that final match. I'm finally getting my first place ever. And the thing that was great, the people, those were my assholes, stream sniping trolls, were trying to basically make it so I couldn't win. Right? They were stream sniping me, they were hitting me with a million items and everything. And they couldn't do it. I still won anyway. Against all odds, I beat every one of those dumb fucks and proved I'm actually good at the game. And that was it. So that was the perfect time to end it. Keep right. I mean, to be honest, if we had hit the goal, yeah, I would have done it again next week. But I tell ya, it would have been disappointing because I've done everything now. Like, there's nothing left to do. I already got my win against the trolls and, you know, it's time to move on, quite frankly. How close was I to selecting moving to Texas? It was my second choice. Florida was my third, Texas was my second, Washington ended up being the one that won. It was solely based on, I'm not even kidding you, it wasn't based on taxes and prices, because in Texas everything's cheaper. There's less taxes and less prices, everything's lower in price. The problem was the weather. The fact that in Texas, most places, oh, come on, wait, what the? You gotta be kidding me. So I just got a freaking ticket because the game turned off my headlights. I never turned off my headlights, the game did. Because when I perceived and turned the game off and turned it back on, it turned the headlights off. I had them on. Exit right. Unbelievable. Well, anyway, In Texas, the summers are so hot. That's why I couldn't do it. If the summers weren't as blaringly hot as they are, I would have probably ended up moving to Texas and then turned right. No, the weather in Seattle is not terrible at all. It is moderate almost the entire year. Turn right. That's why I like it here. We don't have hot, humid summers. You have hot, but we don't get humid. It's just hot. We don't get any kind of thunderstorms. Usually we don't get tornadoes. We don't get earthquakes regularly. Strict. We don't get snow and ice regularly. It's a freak thing if we do. It's just in the middle. We get a lot of rain, but the rain is fine compared to the extremes that you get other places. Turns out, yeah, that's why I moved here, the moderate weather. Oh, King Ferb says, I chose quick job. I'm using a different truck. That's what I did by accident. I picked quick job. Oh. I understand. I picked quick job, and it gave me the load and everything automatically. I didn't have to drive, so now I have to fix things. Because my truck's not here. Oh, crap, my truck is not here. That's why everything is out of perspective. Jeez. Turn left. That sucks. It can be a different truck. Okay. I received an incredibly generous $101 tip from NCU 1000. He says, I'm here. This is to make up for missing out on CBS 2 last night. I wasn't available, unfortunately, but enjoy, buddy. So thank you to NCU 1000 for a $101 tip. Boom. At the very least, NCU, I hope you enjoy watching that gameplay because I played against masters. One guy was really annoying, but one guy was good but kind of annoying. The last guy I played was actually really good, and he was an A-Groove user who we rarely get to see anyone who's good play A-Groove. So that was a really good stream. I really had a good time with it. And, oh, we'll enjoy the gameplay after the fact. It's live on the channel right now. Thank you so much. With that, it is already official, folks. We're only like 20 minutes into the stream, and we have done it. We have hit a goal for tonight. We are in prime position to hit one more goal. If we hit one more goal tonight, we lock in, and we are definitely doing DSP Tries It on tomorrow's stream, okay? Awesome. All right, 163. So that means we are only 137 away from DSP Tries It being locked in, baby. With that, we are now up to 268. We are only $32 away from hitting a double goal and locking into DSP Tries It for tomorrow. What a great way to end the week that would be. We still have an hour and a half left on this stream, so we can make it happen, guys. Let's get a few more contributions. Let's hit that goal, and let's do DSP Tries It tomorrow. NCU, thank you. Listen, here's the thing. I understand that people can't be on every stream or even every stream they want to be. The fact that you came by and supported tonight at that level is amazing. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. And also, here's the thing. Now, I kind of understand, like, last time I was watching CBS 2 and I'm like, gee, there wasn't a lot of contributions. It's because the people, sadly, who wanted to be there to contribute to keep it alive weren't there, right? So I get it. That's awesome. Thank you so much. That's also the reason why we don't do a streak. I used to do a streak where I expected to hit the goals every stream. We got rid of that. Now it's just we tally the goals when we hit every 10 we do a reward. Because I understand that not everyone could be on every single stream that they want to be. So thank you so much for that. All right. Thank you, NCU, tonight for all this support. All right. Oh shit, I just went to the wrong lane. Son of a bitch. But then I don't have the cargo yet. God, this was confusing. You saw how the road split? Like, how was I supposed to know which way was the right way to go? I gotta let this guy pass me. I couldn't tell which was the right way to go. The GPS wasn't even clear. Shit. Oh shit, knives lit ream the jet. Ah, fucked. Danger is really happy tonight for the support, and there was another super chat. Okay, I didn't even see it. As you can see, I'm having issues. I'm having some issues here tonight. Wait, what? What? Ow. Guys, I think we have to give up. We're having absolutely no luck. And this sucks. Like, now I'm stuck here. I think I'm just gonna try to fast travel, and I have to apologize to Jade. Jade, we tried, but we can't get any jobs for El Paso. I can't fast travel to El Paso. Let me see here. Wait. Maybe I can fast travel to El Paso. Quick travel. No, they won't even let me quick travel, so I can't get there. Yeah, there's just no jobs, and it sucks. Like, I know that Jade really wanted to go there, but they're not giving me any jobs for El Paso. We tried. We made it to Van Horn, but they're not giving me anything else. So I think we gotta kind of call it quits at this point. And to be honest, I'm getting quite tired of Texas. Maybe we should go to Colorado and then take a job that'll get us to Wyoming. And then once we're in Wyoming, take a job that gets us to Montana. So this way we're going to new areas. I think that's what we should do. The bummer, though, is that if I do this, watch how much this is going to cost. That's not that bad. And quite frankly, we did do a quick job already that pays for that. So, Jade, I apologize. We did try. And I hope that, you're not going to be too upset. They didn't give us any jobs to go there for some bizarre reason. I don't know why. We tried. Okay. You guys ready? We'll go to Denver, and then we'll drive north to Wyoming. Okay? I know I have to catch up on contributions. I haven't caught up yet. I will in a sec. Okay, so. Jobs. Frame marking. So I want to go. Wait, what? Why won't it let me click on Denver? Are you shitting me? There, I am on Denver. Wait, no, I'm not. Dude, this is all screwed up. I fast traveled to Denver. Now they won't let me click on this to do a job. Because we're in Denver right now. This is stupid. There's no jobs in Denver, Colorado. What is going on? This is ridiculous. The only jobs are in Lamar. So I have to drive all the way to Lamar to even get a job? Nah. This is enough of this bullshit. We're going to Wyoming, and hopefully we'll get a job in Wyoming. This is dumb. There better be jobs now. Oh, what the hell happened? There's no jobs in Wyoming. Dude, what is happening? Seriously, what is happening? There's no jobs in Wyoming. You discover a city first. So I didn't go to the area you need to discover the city, but how do I discover the city? Like right now I'm in Cheyenne, but where do I go to discover it? Dear maybe? Ken's? Or American Lines? Ace, like where do I go? Yeah, I don't know what to do. I don't understand this. It's always worked up to this point, and now it stopped working. I don't get it. Click on the city in the freight market tab. You can't. Look. You can't click on any of these. It doesn't work. See? It seems to be screwed up. Jay? Nothing. No matter what I do, I can't click on this town. I don't get it. I've always been able to do this. Jartwood Depot nearby. What's a depot? How do I even know what the hell a depot is? What is a depot? Is this a depot? Is this a depot? I don't know what a depot is. It's never worked like this before. It's always been I fast travel and immediately it lets me select jobs in that city and I just drive and get the job. It's never done this to me before. Yes, those are depots. So just literally drive right here. Let's see if this works. So, Pulpy Action Team had gifted that sub, and I did count that one already, did I not? I'm pretty sure I did. NCU 1000 did a second giant super chat of $50 as his second goal is now done, buddy. Thank you to NCU. So with that, indeed, we have hit our second goal of the night. We are now at officially 80 goals hit. So let's get that up on a leaderboard. And locking in with that officially means 100%, ladies and gentlemen. Now also, for the next DSP tries it, we need to determine, would you guys like to see this melt place? It's a local place that does all melt sandwiches, including like Reubens, and again, like chicken sandwiches, cheesesteaks. It's grilled cheese, gourmet, plus, like all kinds of stuff, high end. Or would you like to see we go to this place called Shake and Go that does gourmet burgers, wraps, other kinds of sandwiches, sides, and milkshakes? They're both local businesses. Like I said, I wanted to go and do local businesses for a few different times before we go back to fast food. That's like a chain or a national thing. So we gotta figure that out, because that'll be what we'll work towards next week as well, all right? Okay, excellent. Right. Remery says I vote for the Shake Place. We have to see Phil's melted face every time. Show melty food is overkill. There you go. He's making fun of my droopy face. I look like a droopy dog. I will say this, since I lost weight, my face does have less of a droop. It still droops, but it has less. I did lose a little bit of the fat in my face. But I think that's like one of the hardest things to lose. It's a problem once you build that shit up. It's so hard to get rid of it. And being overweight for such a long time like I was, it's quite hard to burn the chub of the face. You know what I mean? Same thing with, I have a, what they say a spare tire. Like, that's where I have my fat. Probably like 10 to 15 pounds of fat around my waist. And that's gonna be very hard to burn unless I do tons of like cardio and exercise. It's just gonna stay there because I built it up over the years, and that's what happens, you know? You let yourself go, and then even if you lose weight with better diet and lifestyle, you're still gonna have these lingering things that are very hard to get rid of. Your skin gets less elastic the older you get. Well, that's why you get things like bad stretch marks and shit. Like, I'm not even kidding you. Remember, I used to be 240 pounds. Now I'm 190 and I'm still losing weight. I do have some annoying stretch marks, like on my back and stuff, from when I used to be fat. It's annoying, you know, like thankfully, it's not something that's easily seen. But dude, I was fat, and that's it. You live with that for the rest of your life. People don't realize when they're young that their choices are going to actually influence the rest of their life and change shit. You know, it's fucked up. I certainly wasn't thinking when I was in my 20s, gee, if I eat unhealthy and I, drink constantly, I do all this horrible stuff to my body, that I'll be stuck like this forever. I didn't think like that at all. But it's true. That is true. Your future stepdad says, hey, at least you did make a change. Some people are stuck in their ways forever. Yeah, for me, here's the thing. I didn't rebound, right? Like a lot of people, what happens is they make an extreme change, but then they rebound back to their old ways. For me, I stopped craving the things that are bad for me. Like, I stopped craving red meat all the time, fatty foods all the time. I don't even think about, snacking. I don't think about snacking. People say, how do you stream all day and not eat on stream? Everyone else who streams has snacks when they play and when they eat. I don't even think about it. It's not even a thought in my mind to go get a snack when I'm playing games. I'm serious. I just think when the break comes, that's when I eat. That's what's like, my mind is hardwired to think you only eat when it's, I have received a $1,500 tip. I'm just kidding. No, I didn't get it. Welcome back, everyone. time for the second half of our stream. Time for more truck sim chill fun. And, hopefully a real delivery now will make some money and we'll get into a new era. We're in Wyoming right now, right? So there you go. Okay, let's continue. Hello everyone and welcome back to American Truck Sim. Tonight, my second seltzer is a Citrus Crush Truly Unruly. And now I'm out. Now I'm gonna have to go buy more seltzers for next time. Why? A lot of people said, why the seltzers? There we go. Some people said, why the seltzers, right? Well, there's a couple reasons. Number one, I don't like the sugary drinks. As I get older, I don't like to drink soda and anything that has a lot of sugar in it, which is why I stick to the seltzers that are very low calorie and low sugar. Also, some people have asked me, well, why don't you actually do like hard liquor and stuff when you do truck sim? And the answer is simple. Because when I'm done with this, it's not the end of my day. When I'm done with this, I still have to upload, set up for tomorrow, spend time with my wife. It's not like a marathon. And when I have a marathon, I literally have laid out the entire day reserved for work. All right, that's why if I drink a bunch of shots and stuff during a marathon, it's fine. But I'm not done at the end of this year. I'm not gonna sit here and get completely crappy, shit-faced on the stream to drive the truck, and then I still have work to do and I'm drunk, right? I'm not gonna do that. So, okay. So, Truly Unruly. Excellent. Good evening, Chris. Good to see you here. How's everyone tonight? I hope you're all doing well and you are enjoying the stream. Now let's get to work on this job, shall we? You're Not Funny says, should I see Superman or Fantastic Four? I can't decide. I'm way more interested in Superman. To be honest with you, I'm actually not that interested at all in Fantastic Four. And then turn right. Number one, I'm not really too interested in seeing Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic. Quite frankly, I think it's a miscasting. That's number one. And number two, you know, Superman's a reboot of a universe where we get to see that, like, the first glimpse of what's to come for the first time. Well, Fantastic Four is about the 7,000th fucking movie in the MCU. So, it's just a drop in a bucket, you know what I mean? I'm much more interested in Superman. No, you know what is Wrigley? It's the fad. Wrigley says it seems like Hollywood thinks that Pedro Pascal is the only guy available for like male lead role action. It's a fad. Everyone wants it because he was in a few good movies and a few good series, so now everyone wants it for everything. The thing is, apparently his agent just says yes to everything. So like normally someone who's in that demand, what they would do is not do everything to create more demand, and then they could be more selective in their roles. He's like saying yes to every project. It's like, dude, this guy's in like a million movies and TV shows all at the same time. That's gonna oversaturate the market, and what's gonna end up happening is no one's gonna want to see him anymore. I think that his agent is doing it wrong. They should be creating more demand for him by doing less. What we should be doing is public appearances, but not movie and TV roles as much, right? Do more things we are on TV, on like a talk show or an event. We are seen, but not always constantly working. I feel like there's a big mistake here in that regard, and that what's gonna happen is people are gonna not want to see him and stuff anymore because he's way too prominent everywhere you look. That's my take anyway. Maybe I'm off base, but I mean, like I said, I think he was good in The Last of Us Season 1. I've known his Irish Season 2, but I think he was good in Last of Us Season 1. I seen him in like 1 or 2 movies. I think he was good, but now they're casting you in every role. Dude, Mr. Fantastic is supposed to be like a brainiac white scientist. Like, that's the archetype, right? How does Pedro Pascal fit that role exactly? I don't know. I don't get it. Slayer says, is it kind of the same for Troy Baker? Well, I mean, here's the difference with Troy Baker. With Troy Baker, except for Death Stranding, right? Everything else is just his voice. And Troy Baker is really good at changing his voice to fit the role or character. And he could be a guy with like a country southern accent. He could be American. We've heard him almost like British. We've heard him as like the Joker. Like, you've heard him in a lot of different roles where he sounds like a completely different person. Pedro Pascal can only do as much as his physical body can do. And I'm sorry, Pedro Pascal is a shorter guy. All right, he kind of looks Hispanic. I don't actually know his ethnicity, but he kind of looks Hispanic. I'm not saying that he can't do certain roles, but I'm saying they're giving him every role where it doesn't even make sense. I think he did good as Joel. I will say this, I was skeptical, but I think he did really good as Joel in Last of Us Season 1. But you're telling me he's Mr. Fantastic. He's not Mr. Fantastic. I'm sorry, he's not. There's way more people who could have fit that role, who would have looked the part as well as acted the part. He may act the part well, but he's never going to look that part. But now they're going to say, oh, it's a different Mr. Fantastic. Why we have to change the character for the actor? Why doesn't the actor fit the character? That doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? How does it make any sense that you're changing the character because you wanted to cast a certain actor? That's dumb. I just don't understand that at all. For me, I'm sorry, there's enough actors out there to fit every role. You don't need to have one guy do every major role. And right now it's like complete oversaturation, right? I just don't get it. Rayman did a $2 super chat. He says Pedro Pascal is following the Michael Caine school. What does that mean? You think Michael Caine at one point was just passed in every role? It was playing every ethnicity too. Ava Cowboy fan did a $5 super chat, like a special occasion, like a future podcast. I'm willing to help support by tipping a subscriber amount that was once used in the channel. Oh, I don't even remember. Anyone remember? What were the subscriber at $20 and you pick a video? That's what it was, right? It was like $5 and you get a suggestion, but you may or may not get in. $20 you're guaranteed to have your video watched or something. Excuse me. You know what? Zach, it might not be a bad idea. What do you guys think about Ava Cowboy fan's suggestion that every once in a while, if we have a podcast with nothing going on, that people can submit videos and I watch videos? It's a full react show. Spawn Killer says, will you ever bring back the suggestion box again? No, I know what I'm doing. I don't need your suggestions. I've been doing good, right? I've been doing really good. I don't need a suggestion box. That's for rubes who don't know what they're doing and lost their way. I'm good. I'm confident now. There you go. Jane says, why lone gruffed back to play Reed? I don't know what that means, Jay. Lone gruffed back to play Reed. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. King Ferb says, those are the old prices. You need inflation. Well, that's true. Those are the prices before I had my incredible increase and resurgence of popularity. You're right. So if I'm going to do react content again, we have to raise the prices appropriately. You're absolutely right. My time is very valuable. I didn't even think about that. Absolutely correct, King Ferbs. Thank you. For the record, I'm just going to say this. I mean, these people who are so delusional, who just want to keep believing what they believe. Like, in the last year, since this whole thing, remember, this all started, Bill's a little bit more popular, seen in a more positive light, more people coming by and supporting him. This all started about roughly a year ago. It was late July, early August is when it all began. So we're about the year anniversary now, right, of all this change. So, no exaggeration. Since it all began, I'm doing way better, and you guys can see why. You realize that back, for like a span of many years, it was an insane rarity for me to get a lot of support on a stream. It was a rarity for me to get a lot of support on a stream. It was like the rare occurrence that would happen. A lot of these streams that I was doing, I was working all day and I was being like $50. And that's why things were bad. Things are just so much better for me now. I'm regularly hitting goals, exceeding goals. Yes, you can't do it every stream, and I know that. But I'm hitting and exceeding goals. Just think of all the episodes of DSP Tries that we've done since we brought it back because I'm hitting so many support goals. I'm playing crazy variety of games that's really fun. People are enjoying all the content that I'm doing. Interactions, people love hanging out with me. I love hanging out with you. It's very different than how it was in the lab. It's just like a year ago. In a year, how things have changed. So positive, right? Go straight. But there's these idiots that are out there saying things like, oh crap, that's truancy. There's idiots out there saying stuff like, oh, Phil's doing poorly. Oh man, he really screwed up with his Kino Casino art. What on earth are you talking about? It all went exactly according to my plan. I don't think it actually could have gone any better. Besides, maybe if I had canceled my appearance on that stupid weirdo UFO guy show. That was the one thing that if that hadn't happened, it would have been absolutely perfect. If I just said, oh, I have to cancel last minute, And then I broke off the whole Kino Casino thing. Gosh, it would have been perfect. But I went a little too long. I was hoping to milk a little bit more out of the situation. But everything went perfectly according to plan. Now, I actually get way more engagement, way more support. My whole setup is so much better. My life is so much better off. I can take extra days off to be with my wife every time and again. Things are good. Things are way better right now than they ever were. But the thing is, these people are like so delusional. They still believe that Phil is in bankruptcy mode. My bankruptcy was over 5 years ago. Things are great. Things have bounced back. I'm in demand. People want to come by. They want my attention. You're what Ava Cowboy fan just said, can I pay you $20 to react to a video? What? Before, like, that would be the rarity to have anyone want to do that. Now people are just asking to give me money to do stuff. It's like, do you not see how things have changed? When people say absolutely insane stuff like, you got felted. Do you even know what felted means? Felted means you're broke. Felted means you're at the casino, you gambled it all, and you lost. You lost at the casino. So you're broke, and everything went wrong. All you can see is the felt of the table because all your money's been taken away from you. It's literally been the opposite. Since the whole last year, the arc of the casino, things are better for me. I have more viewers, I have more people who like me, I have more people coming by and supporting me. I'm now a partner on Kid making bank over there. And all my streams are getting more attention, more support. It's great. Their cope is, oh, you're getting less views. No, I'm not. I'm getting split views because now I co-stream. I'm getting more views overall, but it's split between YouTube and Kick together, so it's not as many on each on-demand video, but I'm still getting the same views or more, and I'm getting way more support and attention, positive attention. So what are you talking about? These people are nuts. It literally went exactly how I wanted. I got everything I wanted out of that situation, 1,000,000%. I'd only wasted maybe 6-8 months of my time, right? All over. I now have a new audience who watches me every night and has a good time with me, supports all my content. I'm now a co-streamer rather than just fledgling on YouTube. I get paid hourly for my streaming on Kick. I get support from Kick, I get support from YouTube. Like, what on earth is anyone talking about when they say this? Again, it's the ultimate cope because I'm actually doing so much better. People want me to play every game. People want me to be reacting to content. They want me to be doing all of this. That's great. It used to be, it's hard to figure out what to do because no one, I have all this time now. It's the dead summer. The dead summer, this has been nothing but the opposite of a dead summer. I've been so busy with everything that I want to do and you guys want to see me do. It's been amazing. So thank you for that. Again, you have to understand, I came out of a position that was so bad that I was literally living stream to stream. If I didn't have a good stream, I was like, how am I going to buy my freaking groceries this week? How am I going to pay my bills? Now I'm good. I'm actually in a great position. I got some money in the bank. I'm getting to the point where now things should in the next couple of years start to recover financially for me when it comes to like my credit score and stuff like that. If the economy turns, I can refinance my house. I have money to buy every game that I want. I could buy any console that I want, any peripheral that I want. I'm good. And it's thanks to you guys. I want you to understand that. I'm serious, right? I'm serious that I'm so happy where I am. I never wanted to be Mr. Popular Giant Billionaire, Millionaire. That's not what I'm aspiring to be. I'm just aspiring to do what I love for a living and make a good living doing it and to be kind of safe where I am. And right now, I've hit that point. So these idiots saying toxic shit like, oh, you got felted. Are you retarded? I am so much better off right now than I was back then. What on earth are you talking about? 100%. This last year has gone super well. Exactly what I was hoping for. The only way it could have gone better is if I hadn't been on that last appearance on the UFO show or whatever the fuck it was, Truth Seekers. If that hadn't happened, that would have been actually the absolute perfect heist. But outside of that, everything's been great. Okay, if a cowboy fan is wondering what I think about the whole react idea for a podcast once in a while, the thing is, the thing that would make it, let me put it this way, the thing that would make it not as easy is because when I was doing it on DSP React, there was a membership. Become the higher tier member, place your post into a thread, and there's a way to, you know what I'm saying? Like, we wouldn't be able to do that on DSP Gaming because I don't know how often I'd be able to do it. We'd have to figure out, like, maybe it's one podcast a week or every other week. And man, it would just be tough. It would be more challenging to do it that way. And like, let's say, for example, we do it super chats instead of memberships. Well, that's great, but then how do you post up your video? There's no special thread to post up if you did a super chat. It would be challenging. I'm not saying it's not doable. I'm just saying it would take a lot of planning and work. If there's more demand for it, like if people come and say, hey, I'm actually interested in this reacting idea. If you do 2 podcasts a month where the entire show is you reacting to clips, would you do it? I mean, then I would maybe consider it. But to be honest, there's 2 people who are interested in the reacting. You, Ava Cowboy Fan, and Slayer. That's about it. Everyone else, every once in a while, ask me to react to something, and maybe I'll just throw it on the podcast willy-nilly. Like tomorrow, I'm going to react to this Battlefield 6 trailer. So that's great, but it's not often that people are asking me to react to stuff. By the way, you guys realize that July 15th has come and gone, and absolutely 0 changes have been made on YouTube in regards to original content and reusing content and all of that. So all the fears that people had, oh, we can't react to stuff anymore, we can't repost someone's clip and react to it, or restream, you know, nothing's happened, right? YouTube doesn't enforce anything unless there's a lawsuit. So unless someone sues, they don't give a shit if you're illegally stealing, if you're reusing someone's content in its entirety. They don't care. You need to have a lawyer to get anything done on YouTube. And nothing has changed. Which is what I said. I said, yeah, I doubt it. I doubt that they're going to enforce anything. They just don't want to get sued. So unless you have a lawyer involved, they're not going to care. Nothing has changed. I think we're going to do it. We're going to be able to finish the job. Let's go, go, go. The race to finish the job. Let's go. Let's finish one last one. Make some money. I hope you've enjoyed the double chill stream this week. Next week, we're only going to do 1 truck sim stream. Next week is a shorter week. It's only a 4-day streaming week for me. So because of that, we can only do 1 regardless. But thank you guys for supporting. Still, we're hitting all the truck sim streams, all the goals, keeping us on pace. Very appreciated. Thank you guys so much. Can we hit a 3rd goal before the end of the stream? We only have $103 left to hit a 3rd goal. Let's go. Let's get to 81 goals hit and get on pace for the next DSP Tries It, which will either be the Melt Sandwich place. I think it's called the Meltdown, or Shake and Go. Let's go. Let's hit 1 more goal for tonight.